Welcome to Books and Things. I've got a little different show tonight. We're trying to help raise some money for a cancer program, and I will get into that in a second. There's a Buccaneers ball tomorrow night, and my guests were going to explain what that's all about. Tonight I have Chris Annino, who also has a TV show here at SCC TV, and I forgot the name of it again. What is it?
It's a rock and variety show. We had to change it 3 times. It was originally the Wild Side, then it went to rock and horror variety show, and then I said let's put rock and variety, so no one gets confused with.
Now Chris started the the Connecticut
Hall of Honor.
Hall of Honor a couple of years ago.
Yes, and you and I were part of that planning
And
process
I was there,
recently. Yes.
And that was a wrestling match.
Yeah. Prior to that, that was the cancer benefit with the comedians. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was at the VFW, and we missed it.
It's come a long way, and I congratulate you for that.
Yes.
He's also one of the organizers of this program tonight. That's going to be tomorrow night.
Yep.
And also with us is a legend wrestler, Bob Backlund, and he's come down to help organize this thing for tomorrow night. Bob, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything, but to me it's important to try to help the people, especially people that are involved with cancer and their families. It really makes me feel good to be a part of this, just because we're helping people.
Okay. And you were telling me that you were world champion wrestler.
I had an opportunity to have the championship of the WWF back then for 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's the second longest reigning WWF champion of all time, next to Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah, you said that. Congratulations.
I had the pleasure of being able to be the next guy after, and got to replace Bruno Sammartino. Nobody could replace him, but I mean, I took his position. And, he did it his way, and I did mine.
Somebody had to come after him.
Yeah.
And you're not wrestling anymore.
No, but I'm involved. I'm mentoring one of the wrestlers now.
Okay, and we'll get into that too. You're also an author. And the next guest is Kerrie Parrell.
Yes.
Tell us about you.
Me. I've been doing a lot of charity events. The last one I did was a domestic violence event, bike run, that was last Sunday. Party Light, I am part of Party Light, trying to go for team builder, and I do have a team. And I enjoy doing a lot of the charity events. Anything to help other people is my goal. Donations are very important for people in need.
Yeah.
And they actually did very well at that bike event.
Really?
Yes, and I'm very excited to do this. I will put in as much effort as I can to help other people, because it's something I really enjoy doing.
That's great. Because it sounds like it's going to be a really big event tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate you guys donating your time and energy to go out and try to help raise money. Now, it's for the Sales Up for Cancer?
Yeah, Sales Up for Cancer. That was founded by Bob Davis, who's suffered, he's survived 3 different types of cancer. Uh-huh. And he's very passionate about sailing, which is his second love next to his wife. And he founded Sales Up for Cancer. He wanted to do a regatta to help when he got cancer. While he was undergoing treatments, he saw all these people that needed help. Mm-hmm. So he originally formed a regatta, and every year there's a regatta for this organization. They created a nonprofit 501c3, and the money goes toward families of individuals who have cancer. So maybe it could pay for groceries or whatever. Also goes to hospice as well, from what I understand. But they do have a website. Well, yeah, this is it's on here, but I think I'm not sure. But if you Google Sales Up for Cancer, you'll find it, and it's a way to donate it. Yeah, right here, Sales Up for Cancer.
Oh,
And
Oh, there you go.
yeah, and they're constantly doing
Right there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
They're constantly doing fundraisers throughout the whole year, and this event we wanted to do I'm not sure if you follow the Superman comics, but there's a Bizarro World Superman, so it's like a different Superman, like opposite. So I figured, they do regattas and stuff, and that's cool. But we need to include some pirates in this. So that's how we come up with the Buccaneers ball. And it's in memory of my cousin who passed away last year. Her and I were both Raiders fans. And
that's Tegan?
Tegan, yes.
Tegan.
Andrea Tegan Post, yes. And we figured she would probably want something like this and for the money to go to people in need. So we wanted to have a good time and a good event for a good cause in her memory. So the Buccaneers ball it is, and there's going to have a bunch of comedians. Crystal Dyer's one of them. She's very good. She performs over at Comics. Some of the Connecticut Sun dance team is going to be there from the WNBA. Bob, you're going to give a nice speech. I'm going to be doing some tests of strength. And it's a big real reason why he's here, because this is the reason why I'm here. I've read his book. It's inspired me to go training again. And it's going to be a nice event. And people dress up as pirates, and there's going to be costume contests, and you name it.
I think it sounds fantastic, because you're looking at two different places, too.
Yes, the first place is at Brass Rail, and they're going to have a special memorial for Tegan, because she went there, and people can donate. DJ Gadget from the Connecticut Sun is heading that, and so it's more of a memorial there. But the Buccaneers ball itself is at Turning Tide Restaurant, and that's where Stashes used to be, and it's on Pequot Avenue. I think we have the poster.
I just made these posters. I will be hosting the contest, which is $1 to enter. We are going to give away sashes. I'm actually wearing the skull in my hair that will go on a winner's sash, first, second, and third place. The guest judges are Rick Silver, the creator of the electric slide.
Here we go, yeah.
And yeah.
There you are, Bob, look at that.
Look at that.
That is you.
Wow.
Diesel.
It's going to be really exciting, and come and support. What's more fun than dressing up like a pirate?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I'm going to be dressed up. I'm going to be judging with Rick Silver and DJ Gadget. And she is Connecticut Sun DJ. And we are going to do uniqueness and style, $1 to enter. And we're going to make it really fun and exciting and have raffle baskets.
Now, how can somebody get a hold of anybody about the thing tomorrow night? Might want to go get some tickets. Is there a price on tickets?
No, there's no. It's free for tickets, but there's a suggested donation for it. But the poster that we just had up, either the Raiders one or the other one.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just show up, and there's going to be somebody there to take any donations. We're not going to charge, but there's going to be a lot of individuals. Like a lot of the vendors are going to be. If they make money, they're going to donate money to the cause.
Okay.
So it's going to make money that way, as well as drawings and stuff.
And what kind of vendors are you going to have?
We have 2 massage masseuses. Bob, you're a vendor. I'm trying to think who else.
Party Light.
Party Light, yes, you are.
I will be there. This is my sign here. And I will be donating a candle, actually, where'd you go? Candle basket. and other decor items that we sell.
Yeah.
Why don't you mention the website? Because
The
I went on there.
website for Party Light, if I can just get it right there. Boop. www.partylight.biz/Kerrie Parrell. My name, Kerrie Parrell. You can order on my website.
Yeah.
And also contact me directly. We also do fundraisers for special events like this as well. But we will be donating I might even donate a few baskets, make it a little variety.
Okay. Anything to get an extra buck out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Bob, again, he's going to be giving this wonderful motivational speech.
You know, Bob, looking at the picture up there of you, I'd be motivated just looking at the picture.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
You'd scare me.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know. I don't scare a lot of people, but you don't want to judge a book by the cover.
right.
And that's when I was younger, back when I started wrestling, everybody thought it was a pushover, but a lot of people learned that they were wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had Walt Swan on here
Bad news.
a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was for the pro wrestling event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, I've known Walt since he was a baby, and nice guy. And I said, you know, a lot of the moves you act, they're fake. And I still not taken away from that because you've got to be a tremendous athlete to do that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you throw me in, I'm gonna break something. And he said, he was telling, I never forget one night, he says, I went home one night, my wife took a look at me and said, "I'm wrestling tonight, huh?" He said, the side of my face was flat, and my nose was broke. And I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work out there. And
Well, and Bob's
A lot of
actually
dedication.
Bob's actually a two-time All-American, collegiate-wise. He's a collegiate.
really?
He's a collegiate wrestler, so
That's real.
he knows what's called in pro wrestling. It's called shoot fighting. He knows how to really put the paint on you.
Yeah.
So, but he's got this amazing book that actually inspired me. Right after my world record, I hurt myself and badly, and after I read this book, it's helped me a great deal, Tom. And he's very, very positive as to what he's enforced in this book and in his words. But you should really, you should, yeah.
Yeah.
well, while we're on the book, tell us about the book.
Well, it's a book about my entire life from day one.
Okay.
When I was born, I didn't move for 2 years.
Really?
Didn't just sat in the crib, didn't play with kids, didn't do anything.
Oh, wow.
And it actually, and that's like when you're a kid, when you pick your head up, that's when you get that S part of your back.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have that.
Ah.
I don't have that because I didn't move. And when you pick your head up, your bones aren't hard when you're born. When you pick your head up, that's how that is developed.
That's how it gets
And
hurt.
I didn't. I was sitting. I've been sitting up since I was 2 years old, real straight. And people would point at me, and I thought maybe there was something wrong with me. People pointed at me, but they just were talking about how come I'm sitting up so straight. It was because I didn't have that
Shit.
inner,
Wow.
the S shape. I didn't have the top part of the S shape in my spine.
I'll be darned.
And I, like I started out in life on the bottom, and everything I ever did, I started out in the dirt bottom.
Yeah.
And
See, now-
everything in school, I was probably the dumbest one in the school, and had to struggle to get by. When I started out in the world of professional wrestling, I left home with a green Chevrolet Impala, and I had $20 in my pocket. And I had my first match down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I made $5. So now I got
Wow.
$5, and I had 29 cents left of the $20 I had when I left home. And I had to go 2 days without having a match. I ended up sleeping in the trunk of the car.
Oh, my God.
And so I'm about 1,500 miles away from my home. I'm living in the trunk of my car. I'm broke. I'm homeless. Whatever. That's how I started out in the wrestling business, and it was all a test too. They wanted to see how bad I wanted to do it,
Yeah.
and I didn't give up. I never capitulate.
Yeah.
You don't stop. You don't quit. And
You know how to climb.
I kept going,
Yeah.
but I was focused on I had a mission, and I was going to do that mission. And
Yeah.
my mission was to get to Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
And I got there, and I got to be there for a long time.
You've
It was
stayed.
it was a mission come true.
Wow.
And I have this book, and it's a story of my life. I learned 6 principles from high school and junior high school wrestling that made me successful in life. And my mission for the rest of my life is to inspire as many people as I can every day.
Well,
And
for
you
the
know what? I like going to parties. I like doing that. And one of my goals is we're going to have fun at that party. We're going to raise some heck. We're going to learn something, but we're going to have fun doing it.
Great.
And that's my
So
goal.
glad you're part of the event.
Thanks, Bob.
So great.
Glad you're going to be there.
I am too. It's
And
great.
where can you buy your book?
Right here.
I'll take a copy.
No, my website is bobbacklundnow.com.
Okay.
bobbacklundnow.com. People can go on bobbacklundnow.com. They can order a book, they can order a poster, or they can order red suspenders.
Those are the awesomest things.
And I sign them, and I send.
want some
PayPal
suspenders.
sends me information,
That's cool.
your information. I don't have somebody else do it. I do it myself.
Wow.
So I email you and tell you thank you for the order, and then I sign whatever you want and I mail it to you.
It's forwarded by
And if they're
Wow.
close enough to Glastonbury, Connecticut, sometimes I drive to their house and shock them.
Wow.
Do you?
Here's your book.
The foreword on his book was written by Rowdy Piper, actually.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And he had
very
just passed away.
inspirational.
Yeah, Larry Piper didn't get to see the product when it was done. I called him and about a month before the book came out and said, you're gonna be on the cover of the book, and I hope it's all right. He called me back and said, geez, it's an honor to be on your book. But we had a 59-minute match in California in the Olympic Theater.
Yeah.
And Mr. Piper goes through that match in this book, and I cried 3 times
Yeah.
because he was so intense
Wow.
in his discourse. And the respect that he showed was almost unreal. But it hit my heart a bunch of times.
Was he the one that was on Lou Dog?
No, that was Ox Baker. Piper. Piper was a big deal in like WrestleMania 1, 2. He was in the film They Live, and he
Okay.
came up with that line. I'm here to kick butt and chew bubble gum or something like that. Piper would always come with these great lines of just like genius. He was like men's a smart genius with a lot of what he would say.
Yeah. But,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, it's
But also in the book, Bruno Sammartino has a big part of it.
Yeah.
really.
And then Sergeant Slaughter has discourse in it, talking about me and talking about, and everybody, because I had these rules that I was living by.
Yep.
Everybody wanted to try to get me to go the other way,
Yeah.
and they all kind of hated me because I wouldn't bend.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
yes.
very trained and I was very
Yeah.
driven to not break the rules.
Well, obviously
Oh.
you're
And,
right.
and you know what? And some people say, "Oh, it's fun to go by the rules, and it's fun to get ahead. It's a way of life." I still have these in my mind every day of my life, and I am driven. I train. I try to walk the walk. I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell your son not to take drugs and then go out and do coke tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do what I say and I say what I do. And
I can't wait to hear your. Are you going to be speaking at the event?
yes, I am.
I can't.
Are you going to be there?
Oh, I'm going to be there. I
Bob.
cannot wait to hear it.
Tell them about the time when you were in the car and they're drinking and you walked a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a big lesson about peer pressure when I was in 8th
yes.
grade.
Really?
Yeah.
8th grade, and that lesson. Without that lesson, I wouldn't have got to replace Bruno Sammartino.
Wow.
We were in Atlanta, Georgia. I was in a car with 3 other wrestlers, and they started smoking marijuana. I rolled the window down, and they rolled it back up.
Huh.
I sat there for a little bit longer. I tried to roll it back down again, and they locked the window so I couldn't roll it up.
Wow.
And then I said, stop the car. I want to get up. We were driving around a bypass in Atlanta. It took 1 hour to go around it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, they wouldn't open the door and they wouldn't stop. So anyway, the guy that was driving, I thought about putting him in the cross-faced chicken wing while he was driving. But I thought, you know what, that might not be a good idea either.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, I'm with him, guys, and I thought, you know what, maybe I should try to pretend that I'm doing marijuana with him.
Yeah.
And to make, because back then, you needed the older wrestlers to get you involved with the promoter. You didn't have contact with the promoter. So it was a reason for me to make these 3 top guys
Like
my
you.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought about in 8th grade, and I realized, and I said, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to live by the rule.
You're going to be you.
And because I said no to those guys, that broke out in the business, like telling the wrestlers, like telling the telephone.
Yeah.
They told everybody. Everybody knew that I had some moral standards.
Wow.
And in 1973, Vince McMahon Sr. is looking for an All-American boy to replace Bruno Sammartino. Every promoter said my name because they knew that I wouldn't do drugs with the other wrestlers.
Wow.
If they would have sent one of the other wrestlers in their car to Vince McMahon Sr., they would have been in trouble because he had standards for his champions.
Yeah.
And doing drugs, it wasn't one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't.
That Vince McMahon would have been very mad at that promoter for sending that kind of person to him.
Oh, yeah.
He probably would have took his business away from him.
Well, Bob, Tom himself, you've done some amazing specials on the drug problem we're having here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I did 8 weeks of different groups
Yeah.
Okay.
on the drug problem here and how bad it's gotten. And these groups are trying so hard to get out the word out, and people just aren't listening. So I did 8 weeks of it here, and we're trying to.
Yeah. And, I
The awareness.
Yeah.
The awareness has to be.
Yeah, it's got to stop.
Yeah, I know.
In Florida, last year, I think it was 5,300 people OD'd.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pathetic.
it's many friends of mine. People seem in their 30s and 40s, even younger. It doesn't really matter what age.
No.
We need to put the awareness out there and get going on something positive for these people to be doing to feel like their life is so bad that they have to turn to that.
It's
It's
awful. And there was a thing on TV the other morning, about Florida and all these rehab centers down there, and 90% of them are frauds, and they don't even see the people. They put them in sober houses.
Yeah.
And this one woman's daughter died, and she said she talked to her daughter, and daughter said that she hadn't seen anybody in a month. And the owner of the sober house was selling drugs, and now he's
sickening.
he's in jail.
It's sickening.
It is
Yeah.
because they're just taking the money from the
Taking advantage
insurance
of the.
and $10,000 for a set of tests that never happened, and this is going on constantly down there. Even the governor said, "Don't send anybody down here for rehab because they don't know who's good and who
And the
isn't."
rehab prices are, if you don't have insurance,
Yeah,
it's a lot
it is.
of money.
So everybody's trying to make money, and in the meantime, everybody's dying, and we've got to stop it.
Yeah.
We're killing our kids. I'm not going to have a generation.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear that, and it's nice to know that a program like this doesn't have any drugs,
No.
and it's all fun,
Yeah.
It's
and it's
fun.
all entertainment, and
Inspirational too,
yeah, and inspirational,
you know?
yeah.
Very uplifting and positive. That's
good.
what we need.
Yeah, we need to get a little bit into their minds.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
they got to make a decision.
Yeah.
It's all about you as an individual. You make your decisions.
That's right.
And we like to live with a positive mental attitude. I call it PMA.
Yeah.
A positive mental attitude all day.
Yeah.
If I have something happen to me that's negative, I get it out of my mind as quickly as possible, or I switch
Yeah.
it, and maybe I learn something. So now I think positive about that little negative
Yeah,
thing.
teach me
But
how to
all
do
day,
that.
all day, positive.
Yeah.
And when you're positive, you're going forward and you're going up. When you're negative, you're feeling down and you're
Yes.
pouting and you're complaining
Yeah.
and you're
Going
doing
down.
this and doing
Yeah.
that and you're taking drugs.
Yeah.
Let's go down the right path. Let's get on the positive path.
And get
PMA all day long.
You got to keep.
And we're going to have fun doing it.
Yeah. You got to keep the toxic
and-
people out of your life.
Speaking of positive mental attitude, real quick, there is the Connecticut Hall of Honor. Could you put the Connecticut Hall of Honor up real quick? Thank you. Well, Tom, you've helped a lot of everyone in this community. We want to induct you in the Connecticut Hall of Honor this year, tonight, that night, and if you can make it, be great. And all these people that we're honoring have done something in this community to help others.
Well,
So thank you so much, Tom, for doing
you.
this
Actually,
and just having this show.
When Chris asked me about if he could squeeze some time in, I jockeyed things around and got somebody else that was supposed to be here today, and I said, go ahead, you got a half hour.
Thank you.
And I think that's the least I could do.
Thank you, because
We really appreciate
thanks.
it. Getting the word out there. I mean, I'm going to have signs from Plainfield to, however, as far as I can take it. I'm
Yeah.
putting it all over my wall. We're posting it everywhere. We want to raise this money for these people that need help.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's a fun event.
And you got a lot of great people going to be there.
Yeah.
I'll have to see if I can make it over there.
Hope
You gotta
can.
come.
I hope
Gotta.
you can.
We got about 60 seconds. Anything last minute?
We look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow on the 30th, and it's going to be a great time for Sales Up for Cancer, and it's going to be from 5 to whenever we leave.
Yeah.
And don't forget to tell them we're going to have fun. Yeah! Woo!
We're going to be crazy pirates.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just be yelling exactly where it is. Follow the song.
Heck of a day. Oh, after
be great.
5
You
o'clock
gotta-
tomorrow, forget about it. It's a day you're going to remember for the rest of your
Are
life.
you sitting next to me? We're going to be pirates. We're
I
gonna
get
rock it.
excited when we're going to have fun.
Me too.
Enthusiasm
And
is
clean
important.
fun. Clean
Yeah.
fun. Great.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just come, support. You don't have to wear the costume. Come as yourself. Come and donate. Any donations can be accepted. Use my email. Contact Chris.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
If you get a hold of one of them,
Oh, wait, it's going to be
email me.
exciting.
For previously aired shows, tune into sec-tv.org and you click on the YouTube button and you can search the site for Books and Things with Tom. Also, please check my Facebook page, Books and Things with Tom, for updates. Tonight's show will be on there. Special thanks to Frank and Frank for SEC TV for helping host this show. And by the way, we operate on donations. I don't get anything, but they do. We need donations to help keep the show going. So if you like the show and you can appreciate it, and you can afford a couple of bucks, we'd appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Email me at santostom@comcast.net. And look for the book.
Yes.
And you should be reading. Cuddle up with a good book. And see you next time. Thank you.